Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'd made a bunch of videos, and somehow there's a one little microphone icon on my video recorder, and somehow it got tapped. So I had no idea the sound was recording. So it's a Hobo Mackie error. My bad. I'm in Umatilla, Florida, right now. I'm at the library. Um, they got like a little power outlet right here. They're not open right now, but the power outlet's here, and I'm on their Wi-Fi. So I'll make this video and upload it real quick. I also took my clippers and got a little quick shave right here, a little clip. I think I'm gonna get rid of these clippers. It's kind of a tough. It's hard for me to let go of them. It's a nice pair of clippers. I think I paid like 40, $50 for these because they were kind of like a little bit smaller and they're heavy duty and quality. Um, it's starting to get like a little grimy and like a lot of hair and stuff in there. And the fact that I've been carrying these everywhere, and I feel like this is like, a pound maybe. I feel like it's a pound. It's solid. It's pretty heavy. And I just think of 1 pound over many, 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 many miles. That's just one more thing my back is having to carry. So I'm going to make the hard decision and I'm letting them go. I'm going to get some razors and start shaving every day somehow, whether in the creek or on the lake or the pond or in a McDonald's bathroom, whatever it takes. And I'm going to start I haven't shaved yet, but I just got it clipped. So now I can shave. And I should be hitting a Dollar General in Paisley, Florida, today. Um, I've had a long bus ride yesterday. I went all the way through Polk County for $5. I went all the way through Kissimmee and Orlando, all the way up through Apopka to Zellner last night. That's as far as I could go. The Mount Dora bus doesn't run that late. It actually doesn't only runs like once every 2 hours, and but everything went smooth. I did get to go on the Sunrail out in Orlando. This is like a train, kind of like an electric train, I think, and that was pretty cool. It went real fast. I mean, you're in downtown Orlando, just traffic everywhere, and there's no stops. You're just zipping right through like a lightning bolt. Uh, and so altogether, I spent like $11 in bus fare, and I've gone a long way. The bus was supposed to take me to Altoona, but Google Maps isn't always perfect. The bus system isn't always perfect, and it goes to Altoona like every other time. So I got on the time that it doesn't go to Altoona. So I just went ahead and got dropped off in Umatilla, Florida. There's a McDonald's, a library here. Um, so I'm just waiting. I think I'm going to wait on the bus because when it comes back around here pretty soon, it'll take me 3 more miles up to Altoona. And that 3 miles is going to save me. It's only $1. And, I got a lot of walking to do. So I'm trying to save my legs and get ready. I'm going all the way through the Ocala National Forest. I don't remember what was all lost in my videos, what I've said or haven't said, but I'm going to Ocala National Forest. Staying lightweight. I've gotten rid of a lot of my stuff. It's been mosquito hell at night. Last night was mosquito hell. Survived that. Um, and I expect the mosquitoes to be bad, and I do feel like I might run into bears. There's a lot of bears. Part of the forest was shut down due to bear activity. And there's like over 1,000 bears in the Ocala National Forest. I don't think they're real big, but nevertheless, I get a little bit scared from little raccoons. I had a band of them come at me a few nights ago. They weren't coming at me, but they were just slowly creeping all around my tent and everything. I had to spruce up my fire, And middle of the night, they woke me up. I spruced up my fire, and like one of them wasn't even scared and just walked right up to me. And I was so tired, I didn't even give a fuck. So I just slept. I went back to sleep. The fire warmed me up, and I think the raccoons went on their way. They weren't there all the time, but they were there that time. There was like a bunch of them. They had me surrounded. I literally was surrounded. I wouldn't want to get in a fight with a raccoon. So my point is, I don't want to get in a fight with a bear neither. I really don't think, or at least I just think it's extremely rare to ever have to encounter, get in a tangle with a bear. At the end of the day, it's a 200-pound bear versus a 200-pound man. I can hold my own. I think. You know, I don't have a knife at the moment. I don't have bear spray. I've been trying to, pick up a good knife at some point. I just haven't found one cheap or anything. I'm sure I can go and get one, but I might end up fashioning a weapon out of like a club or a spear, um, if I can. But for the most part, I don't think I'll have any issues. But hey, bears are scary. I mean, I think it's more of just a fear. You know, I don't think they'll actually hurt you, and I actually think they're probably reasonably cool and friendly. I've seen a lot of like documentaries and stuff where they go up and like pet the wild bears almost. They're not like, especially black bears. They're not like extremely like people think They're like Sasquatch. They're gonna get you in your sleep, which they might. And it's just that little bit they might. It's probably like a 0.00000 chance, but they might. And I don't have no. I don't even have a tent. I mean, I'll be just laid out on the ground, dark, and they can just come up and sniff me. They might do that. I've had them do it when I was in a tent before. Um, they make like a snort. They have these big nostrils, and I can't. That's not how a bear snorts, but it's it. They make a snort, or the way they breathe. Um, so I gotta be cognizant of the bears. There's gators everywhere in Florida. It's not a big deal. Snakes, there'll definitely be snakes, but I think the worst thing is the mosquitoes. That's what will actually really bother me. Um, but I went to Everglades last year. I loved it, enjoyed it. Mosquitoes were hell, and I was glad to get out of there because of the mosquitoes. And this might be the same thing, where I'm glad I did it, but I'll be glad to get out of there. I don't know how bad the mosquitoes are going to be. I don't think they're going to be any worse than any other part of Florida I've been to. I don't think they're going to be as bad as the Everglades. But I just imagine they'll be there in general. And plan to have a fire every night. Um, and basically do a lot of hiking. I think it's going to be rough. It's going to wear me down to the core. 60 miles is a long way for me. I got my plan. Go from Dollar General to Dollar General. There's a Dollar General in Salt Springs. And there's a Dollar General right where I start at in Paisley. And so basically, and I do know where other Dollar Generals are at in other parts of town, and I'll be fine. Um, I, whether I have to just find any road whatsoever, find any people whatsoever, and get help, then that's doable. This isn't Alaska or by any means. This is a pretty big national forest, but in a nice one. I'll be going through certain springs and all sorts of badass places. Hopefully, I can swim, and um, we'll see. I try to get as much recorded as I can. I should have my batteries full. You might not hear from me for a few days though, because I'm not have. I don't think I'm having any Wi-Fi. I think you won't hear. I think it's going to be 3 or 4 days for me to get from the Dollar General that I'm starting at to the one I'm going to end up. And there's supposed to be 50% chance of rain on Saturday, which is a few days down the road. And that basically means 50-50. I would prefer to go ahead and be done by Saturday, or at least be. I'll probably be cognizant of Saturday that if I'm not done, at least find some shelter. Um, it can rain regardless of what the weather says. The weather can be dead wrong. So, you always got to be cognizant of shelter, especially when you don't have a tarp or bivy. End of the day, you know, I'm ready to put my skills to the challenge. If need to, I have no problem slapping together a debris hut in the middle of the forest. There might not be very many other kind of resources as far as like cardboard, plastic, things that I'm normally used to when I'm in town, or even just natural shelters. I think there could be some natural shelters, and there's certainly different little parks, and you know, there's probably plenty of shelters out there. I just don't know for sure, and I don't want to count on them. But I'm just planning to do a lot of hiking, maybe like 20 miles a day. I'll be worn out at the end, but hey, it's a challenge, and it's what I want to do. I got to push myself to go further, to improve myself. To go to that next step, make things a little tougher on myself. I got a very nice light pack. I'm gonna get rid of this clippers. I'm down to a blanket, a bug net. Then I'll have like 3 days worth of food, water. I got my contact lenses, my glasses. I'll have some razors for shaving. Um, you know, and and then just make it happen. It's one of those things. I'm not going to bring the kitchen house, the house and the kitchen, the sink, and all that. I think I just messed that quote all up, but I'm just the bare essentials to get me through because I want to be lightweight. It's gonna be a lot of walking, and every ounce counts. All right, well, sorry I lost all those videos. My sound was off. Hopefully, it's working now. Um, Long story short, was I did a lot of all day yesterday. I went through Polk County on the buses. I took It took me 2 buses to get to downtown Lakeland, then went to Winter Haven, then Haines City, then Point Siena, then Kissimmee. Took the Sun Rail to downtown Orlando, and then took one straight bus to Apopka, and then the Apopka bus to Zellner. And the Zellner stunk because there's like a mushroom factory composting or something, and I heard this was something about a landfill, but it just stunk like shit. As soon as I got dropped off last night, I'm just dropped off in like shit fucking hole for Florida. I mean, anywhere to get dropped off, and I'm ready to go to sleep. It's nighttime, and I tried to walk away from this smell, and I did. The mosquitoes were hell. I walked back into town and found a place. It was kind of an uncomfortable night's sleep. I had no pillow. I couldn't find nothing. I was on like an angle when I was sleeping all night, no pillow on the ground, mosquitoes and like no seams biting me all night. Um, it's got to the point where I think I got like PTSD from the mosquitoes because I'm like half the time I feel like they're biting me, and I look, they're not even there. And then the other half they're there biting me, and and I got I feel like I know seams biting me, but it's like where on my foot where I have a sock, and how is there anything biting me there? So just gotta try to improve my situation as best I can, and I'll try to be resourceful and make my life as good as possible while I'm out there in that forest. And it's gonna be a challenge. It's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Definitely got my concerns, my nerves, but This is a perfect kind of challenge for me where I'm at in my life. So it's not like I'm not going out in the middle of Alaska here or anything. I've been here before. I've been here in my truck. I've been all through the Ocala National Forest in my truck. I literally would uh, like dream of hiking out there without any vehicle and just have my pack and just going through. So I'm just kind of living a dream here. I was thinking of going to Titusville, but once I realized that the bus goes all the way to Altoona, and then Altoona is basically 7 miles down the road to the trailhead, and I can just walk this trail. It's a perfect little thing for me to do, and it just all made sense, and it all came together. And I'll be doing videos and trying to you know see if I come up with some good content for YouTube, and also just kind of get a lot of hiking done. And I'll let you know how it goes. I'm not perfect. There'll be issues. There'll be things that aren't perfect, and plan is to improvise, adapt, do the best you can, and pray. Even a little good, a little praying doesn't help nothing. Pray that 200-pound black bear leaves me alone, because I'm in the middle of the night sleeping. I just want to sleep. I do not want to get up and wrestle a bear. I mean, I think that's just common sense, really. But alrighty, I need to start looking for my bus. I think it gets here in about 15 minutes. All right, guys, I'm gonna try to upload this real quick. Peace out.